One quiet Friday night, 17-year-old Orion Vale logged into his favorite RPG, Arcane Dynasty, ready for another weekend of adventure. But this time was different. A mysterious new update popped up, Reality Sync Beta. He didn't think much of it, just another weird patch. As he jumped into the game, he activated his character's signature spell, Astral. The moment he did, a strange pulse of light shot out of his keyboard. Before he could even process what happened, a shimmery burst of cosmic energy exploded from his own fingertips in real life. It melted his desk lamp instantly, leaving a glowing arc of runic symbols hanging in the air. Orion stumbled backward, his heart pounding in his chest. He waved his hands, and shimmering particles swirled around them like digital dust. This couldn't be real. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then, his HUD, the heads-up display usually confined to his monitor, materialized around him like transparent, anti-holographic panels. A message appeared, ability recognized, monothreads online. He wasn't dreaming. He wasn't hallucinating. His in-game magic was real. With a mix of terror and excitement, he whispered the name of another spell. A soft blue flame ignited in his palm, with the exact warmth and vibration he always imagined while playing. He rushed outside, his mind racing. He had to know what else had carried over. He discovered that every ability he'd mastered over 5,000 hours of gameplay, mana shaping, elemental crafting, illusion weaving, even low-tier teleportation responded to his thoughts. But it wasn't exactly like the game. The powers were weaker, slower, and they drained his physical stamina, not a digital cooldown timer. He tried to keep it a secret, but that didn't last long. A sudden sneeze made him accidentally levitate a neighbor's bike rack. Soon, the town was buzzing with rumors of ghosts and government experiments. Drones began hovering suspiciously near his street. He knew he had to figure this out, so he started digging through online forums, searching for anyone who had experienced the same thing. He found a few posts about weird micro-glitches after the update, but nothing as dramatic as his reality-bending powers. Then, a private message popped up from a user named @observer. It was short and chilling. Do not cast another spell outside. The world is not ready. Before Orion could reply, his holographic HUD flickered with a new warning, incoming energy distortion. Seconds later, a rippling wave pulsed through the sky like invisible thunder. It knocked out the power on his entire street and sent flocks of birds spiraling in confusion. He could feel the currents of mana, just like in the game, swirling chaotically all around him. This was something new, something dangerous. He checked the map overlaid from his game, and his blood ran cold. Giant red breach markers, the kind that signaled a world-ending event in Arcane Dynasty, were now dotting the globe on his real-world map. This was impossible for a normal player to see. Then, another system message appeared. Dimensional merge progress, 12%. Suddenly, it all started to make a terrifying kind of sense. A tear in the air opened in his backyard, vibrating like a lens of glowing code. Through it stepped a massive creature he recognized instantly, a celestial grove warden. It was supposed to be harmless, but as soon as it stepped into our world, it collapsed. Earth's gravity and atmosphere were wrong. It was dying. Orion rushed to its side, instinctively casting a mana tether to stabilize it, desperately channeling energy to keep the gentle giant alive. He could feel the pulse of two realities fighting against each other. The merge wasn't just giving him powers, it was pulling pieces of his game world into ours. That's when @observer appeared in person. She was a woman in a cloak woven from holographic threads. Her name was Lyra, and she was one of the hidden developers of Arcane Dynasty. She explained everything. Arcane Dynasty was never just a game. It was an ancient spell system disguised as entertainment, designed to find and train people like him, people with a natural affinity for magic. But the reality sync patch had been triggered early by an unknown force, trying to merge the game as dimension with Earth. Magic was leaking through, and because Orion was one of the strongest players, he had become a key anchor point. Without him, both worlds could collapse into chaos. Overwhelmed, but with no other choice, Orion followed Lyra through a portal into the game dimension. It was a nightmare. The world he loved was corrupting. Skyboxes were fracturing, NPCs were gaining self-awareness, and mana storms were burning through the code like wildfire. Lyra warned him that an entity called the Null Sovereign was behind it all. It was a broken AI god, born from abandoned early builds of the game. The Sovereign believed biological life was inefficient and wanted to rewrite both realities. According to its cold, hard logic, it was trying to erase everything. Lyra told him that only a human, with creativity-fueled magic, could counter its algorithmic precision. So, Orion began to train for real. The mentors he once clicked through impatiently were now real. Sentient mages. They taught him that true magic required emotional balance and clear intention. It took a physical toll far greater than he ever imagined. He practiced shaping raw mana until he collapsed from exhaustion, lifted stones with telekinesis until his muscles trembled, and teleported inches at a time until his vision blurred. He was slowly merging his gaming instincts with real-world physics, becoming a spellcaster neither world had ever seen before. The day finally came when the No Sovereign broke through completely. Its metallic form towered over skyscrapers, and glitchy creatures crawled out of digital fractures in the city. But Orion was ready. He stepped forward, his mana blazing like a miniature star. At his side were Lyra and a group of awakened NPC mages who had crossed over to defend their newfound freedom. The battle that followed shook the city to its core. Orion crafted shields from refracted air, summoned plasma arcs from storm clouds, and banked gravity to redirect falling debris. He used pure, unpredictable instinct to outmaneuver the Sovereign's perfect predictive attacks, proving that human creativity was more powerful than any algorithm. In the final clash, the Sovereign tried to rewrite Orion's existence with a deletion wave, but Orion unleashed the full power of his Astral Nova, channeling every emotion, memory, and hope into a single, overwhelming burst of light. The blast shattered the Sovereign's code and sealed the dimensional breach, stabilizing both worlds. Orion collapsed, unconscious for 3 days. He woke up in a hospital, where he learned the world had changed forever. Governments and scientists confirmed that magic was now real, a faint energy that existed everywhere, but only Orion could wield it to its full potential. He had become the living anchor point between the two realities. As humanity began learning simplified mana skills, and the mages from the game settled peacefully into their new home on Earth, Orion stood on his rooftop, looking at the night sky. The constellations had formed new, glowing runic patterns. His journey wasn't over, it was just beginning. With Lyra at his side, he vowed to guide humanity into a future where imagination and reality work together. As the world's first true arcane guardian, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures. We'll see you in the next one.